Aries, thank you for tuning in to Perfectly Imperfect Tarot. This is Green Eyes here with your reading. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Martians, astronauts, pick a node. It does not matter to me. I love you all. Cross watchers, I am a snitch. I'm telling you now. Please don't curse me in the comments. Love you too. Aries, this is a judgment-free zone, but you will hear the truth. No gender or age, only energy. You're going to hear me use terms he, she, her, him, they, them, it, heifer, pay it no mind. Feel the energy. Remember, roles can always be reversed. Aries, I thank you. Like, share, subscribes, emails, comments, love tokens, donations. Thank you, and I thank you again. All right, my loves, let's talk about your energy. I tried to do you yesterday, but your energy was being harnessed, in my opinion. It happens often, especially when the moon is busy. When astrology is busy, energy changes, you know, because we all have the ability to embody any energy at any time. Never forget that, okay? But when the moon is busy, the earthy people get busy. I call them the earthy people, no disrespect. I respect, you know, everybody's talents. It's just not my thing. But people that do dark and light, you know, the crystals and the teas, and they just work with manifestations or cleansings and with moon energy, it kind of impacts us all, you know what I'm saying? And in your energy, I felt like it was being, honestly, I felt like somebody was using your energy to strengthen something. That's how it felt to me. It was like when I tried to come into your energy, I saw a cat, and the cat became like ferocious. You know, it was like very intense. And I said, oh, I'm not messing with that. So I have to say, though, today coming into your energy, I still feel it. I'm not going to lie. It's in my chest. You might feel yourself getting riled up for no reason, and you have to bring yourself back down. I think that's just because Aries energy, that Ram energy, is just being accessed, and you're being affected by it, especially those who are sensitive. You know, you might feel it's not your anger that's increasing. It's more so the physical effects of it. Like the heat might be rising in your body. You know how when you get angry, that heat comes up in your chest, it goes up in your neck. You might be feeling that, you know, and that's just because Aries, I think, is just being accessed. Okay. Other than that, you have also some opportunity here. Okay, there's opportunity in this energy. That's the thing about when, how can I say that? When energy is being accessed, it has to open a door. It's a two-way door. You understand? So you can grab from this as well. You can grab prosperity, abundance, peace, cleansing, healing. Especially, there's a lot of healing in here because of the fire. There's fire in this energy. So fire definitely is a great healing energy. So if you're aware of that, then take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage of it, okay? Speak it into existence. All right, let's see what's going on. We're pulling from the angels and ancestors for you today. Can I have Aries, please? Wow, didn't I just say it? Told you. There's fire in this, and there's the moon. I told you. I'm telling you, you can't, guys, I don't know a lot about a lot. I'm trying to tell you, my crayons is questionable in my box. But sometimes that energy, man, you can, the fire, the intensity, you can definitely feel it. That's why I felt the heat in my chest. I felt it in my shoulders. Like you can feel the fire in your energy. You are extremely powerful right now if you can take advantage of this. Do not be swayed. Do not be dismayed. Do not be fooled. You know, you are in complete and utter control right now. And you have to know it in order to wield it. That's going to be the thing. So the fire guardian ignites passion. That's what you operate off of. It's your core. You're a fire sign, okay? Passion, be passionate, yearn, be willful. You know what I'm saying? The moon is coming in. Take notes, okay? There's messages in all of this. There's information in this. That's the thing about when people use the moon to access another signs or another energy, that that sign has an advantage. How you see this is how it's going to bless you. Take the advantage, take the high, take the high road, so to speak. Don't succumb saying, I don't know what's wrong with me. I just feel sick. Oh, I don't know what's wrong. Oh, I don't know. No, we're not doing that. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just unfortunately in Aries, and some people are doing some mojo. But you know what? If you read your word, you know that the Most High will turn it around and use it to your advantage. You can use it to your advantage. You know what I mean? Be the light. Simple. Be the light. Be the light. There is nothing in this world that is greater than the God in us. That's the beauty of being a child of a living God, a Most High living God. Nobody, nothing. That's it. Be the light. Be the light. Okay? It's not about your circumstances, not about, what's going on in the world. Here's wisdom coming in. Grow within your current situation. That's what this reads. Grow within this. Don't try to step outside of it and figure it out like you always do. In this time, this is a hands-on experience. Each step that you take, the moves that you're making, things like that, you want to base it off of not just happenstance. You have logic, you have experience, you have some know-how. What you do with it is going to determine what you get from it and where it leads you. Okay, so hold your ground. Hold your ground. This is, hold your ground. The space that you're in, the time that you're in, the level that you're at, the chapter that you're reading, the season that you're experiencing, that's yours. Hold it. Own it. You know what I mean? All right, let's get some meat and potatoes. Meat and potatoes, baby. That's what we need, some meat and potatoes. Hold on. That's what I want. Okay. We're going to do Pruitt's today. Get a little bit of meat and potatoes. Some details. And hopefully gain a little bit more clarity with this energy, because you're in a really good space to make some things happen. If you can get a hold of this, you know what I mean? Can I have Aries core? Can I have Aries center? Oh, we don't do the floor. Yep. Told you. Somebody playing games. Trying to get over on your energy. They're trying to use you. That's what this is. Now, let's bring this down a bit. Let's take it from out of the stars and bring it back down to earth. There's some jealousy here. It's not jealousy. It's, I don't know what you call that. It's kind of like somebody is saying, Aries is cool, but I don't like how Aries, I don't know, like you're not nice enough, or you're not bending your knee, you're not bowing, you're not, how can I say, I don't know how else to say that. There's a, There's a presence like that is maybe your boss or some friends. It's like, you know, Aries always has to, oh, Aries never such and such, you know. There's a set, it's not jealousy. I don't think I would point at it as jealousy. It's more so like you're not falling in line with the group, or you're not falling in line with what they're used to. Therefore, they're looking at this like, that's why I'm your boss, or that's why you didn't get an invitation. That's why you can't go. That, you know, so be mindful of that as well, Aries, because you're good. You know, you're, that's the thing about, yeah, you're good. Okay, 10 of Cups is at the bottom. You're in a good space, but there is, you know, you're in a great space. There is an energy here that is aware of your internal power, your self-confidence, the control that you have, the fact that you're not easily swayed or led, you know what I mean? You don't jump to be Joe. How can I say that? You don't jump to be, I don't know. I'm from Philly, y'all. Give me a second. Be Joe, like be, you know, like everybody else. So, say it like that. So, but individually and independently, you're in a very good space. You're very aware of your joy, your peace, your happiness, but you're on, I'm telling you, you can grab a new opportunity out of the sky right now. You can literally take advantage of this energy. What's crowning Aries? What's hanging over Aries' head right now for assistance? What? Thank you. And make a move, any move you want to make. She is literally looking at a world map. You have no limits. There's no limitations. That's the thing about this energy. Abundance, healing, family, forgiveness, whatever you want to pull, prosperity, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Pull down from that. Just make the move. It's already aligned. Be passionate, okay? It's already aligned, you know? Take that chance. Take the chance. What's working against Aries? Thank you. The Page of Cups in reverse. The Four of Swords in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. Okay. I did say that there's some access to your energy right now. That moon stuff. I'm not an astrologist. I tried, you know, I have to... how can I say that? I talk about it simply because I hear about it just like y'all, to give familiarity, you know. But I read energy, okay? And I do notice that, you know, energy shifts with certain, when moons are shifting, all right? Now, the Hierophant in reverse, there is somebody who has knowledge that is disrupting your peace, okay, which may affect you emotionally. That's why I said, if you're feeling like, woe is me, I don't know what's wrong, oh, this is all messed up. If you're, you know, if you're going into that woe is me energy, it's intensified right now. That's why I said, don't do that, okay? Don't do that. You want to raise your vibration, raise your frequency, because this is only going to work against you more than it already is. You know what I mean? More than it already is trying to. All right. Others of you, there's a marriage or a relationship here that is in disruption because of a child, because of a family member, because of something that there is an emotional attachment to that is unhealthy. I'll say it like that. Now, how can it be unhealthy with a child? I love the kids, y'all. Don't get me wrong. I do. I love them. I do. Especially when they other people's. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, yeah. This is not healthy because it's almost like it's a very catering energy. There's no boundaries. There's no structure. There's no discipline, something like that. Yeah. So that plays a part because it disrupts the peace, because it disrupts the order, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, again, focusing on this will work against you simply because this is identification. You know, it's identification. So it's kind of like somebody saying, you know, I got this bill. Yeah, you know, I got the bill. It's a bill. You got a bill. I got a bill. It's a bill. I got a bill. But you're hyper focusing on the bill instead of how can I pay this bill? You know, how can I lower this bill? How can I get rid of this bill? Like, that's kind of what you want to switch into that mode, as opposed to hyper focusing on the identification, the label, the title, the cause. You know, you got the cause. Now let's get into some solution. Okay. So if you continue to hyper focus on the cause, then it's kind of like you're going to feel like a competition thing, because this child is saying, yeah, I'm a kid, but you know, I'm still in control. I'm still, I'm beating you. It'll feel like a competition, but there isn't any, you know? So you kind of want to just be wise. Hermit is coming in with this, working against you, because that's just not wise. Okay. It really just isn't. All right. If it's not a child, it's something childlike, something immature, but controlling. It's a very forceful energy. Honestly, this Page of Cups to me smells like Taurus. I ain't gonna lie. You know, no shade. I love Taurus, but I got to call it like I see it. Y'all know I'm a snitch, okay? A lot of Taurus in here and some Gemini too, okay? Let's see where this is. What brought this on? Hello. The Six of Wands sideways. So Six of Wands sideways is a victory, but it's conditional. It's kind of like I won, you know, but now I got to clean up after the party, and it was my party. I won, but now this came with it, and I didn't know. It's a feeling of a partial victory. It's the acknowledgement of the victory, but it's there's like some type of how do you say that? There's some type of conditions or fine print, you know, in the contract, so to speak. All right. World energy is under this because you did close a cycle with that victory. There's also some there's actually 4 trips in this world energy. I don't know if you went on 4 trips this year or have 4 trips planned. But you've been feeling really good. You know, independently, you're feeling awesome. It's just almost, it's just that it's plateaued. And it's plateaued because I think you're dealing with somebody that thinks they're smarter than you. Your boss, your partner, your parent, doesn't matter to me. I think you're dealing with somebody that thinks they're smarter than you because they think that they can see into the future better than you, or they see something that you don't see. I don't know how to explain this King of Swords energy. Yeah, heavy Gemini, Libra is here as well. But they feel like they see, oh, I can see A, B, C, D in this energy. Like, it's very simple to me. It's very logical, you know, but it's conditional. Like, that's the thing. I think this King of Swords is holding on to that Page of Cups. And that's what's stressing you out. That's what this is. You know what I mean? Where are we going with this? Future energy, please, for Aries. Please and thank you. The Empress is in reverse. Okay. Let's gear up. Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. I told you. I smell it. My nose is going, y'all. Yeah, baby. And there's the Devil. Here comes the dance. Okay, Empress, first of all, let me make this very clear. Empress and Emperor energy is a birthright energy, okay? You cannot marry and become an emperor or an empress. It's a birthright, okay? You have to connect. That's the thing. It's a lineage. All right. She embodies all 4 queens. Very intuitive, very abundant. She's fertile. She births life-changing events. Okay. Even in the reverse, she's still an empress. Okay. Make no mistake about that. But this empress is not operating in alignment with her birthright. That's what an empress in reverse is. This is an empress that maybe might be a dark empress, a manipulative empress, an empress that just wants to kind of, you know, instead of birth life-changing events, create chaos and tear down. Okay, this is worthy adversarial energy. I have to say this, Aries, especially coming in with Capricorn, because this is going to intensify that. Okay, this is worthy adversarial energy. Like I said, though, coming into your energy, I told you you're being accessed. All right, you are being accessed. I know it. I know it in my bones. I know it. Okay, now that means that someone is accessing Aries, or some people are accessing Aries to take from you what you represent, what you embody, you know, what you're capable of, and redistribute it. That's why you want to focus on home, family, finances. Take advantage of this. You can't do nothing about what other people are doing. You can, and you are supposed to take care of home, take care of yourself. Home is you. You know what I mean? Home is you. All right? So make sure you're good. Make sure that you're prepared for anything. Okay? Somebody is going to take an L here. I ain't going to lie. Somebody's going to take an L. You're going to get a reward if you handle this properly, but somebody has to take an L because it's on their journey. I'll say it like that. Okay? And we have L's on our journey. We've all had an L, a loss. We took a loss, whereas though there's some type of disconnect. There's some type of isolation, separation, feeling abandoned, feeling left out, feeling broken. You know, you take an L. That's what that is. All right. There is an L in this energy, but it doesn't have to be you. I can't say that it's not on your path, though. You can bypass this. You can bypass this because you're simply prepared for it. When your ground is fertile and you know you're good, you know you're good. So this is kind of like, listen, I know I'm good. The company closed, but I know I'm good. Plus, I'm getting my severance. So all then I got to do is focus on what I want to do next. And I can let all the trouble from this old job just go because it was stressing me out anyway. That's what this is. You understand? To give you kind of like an idea of how this can go. All right. So when it comes to what you're investing in, what you're working on, what you're trying to research, things like that, do it with your whole heart. All right. Have your shoulders back. I want your chin high because there is frequency right there. There's a great motion. There's a great motivation. There's a great movement right there. All you have to do is focus on it. Invest in it. Keep your head out of the chaos. Leave that behind. Divine clarity and understanding is coming in to help you put down and cut away from everything that has tried to bind you, everything that has tried to weigh you down, everything that has tried to make life seem like it's so much heavier than it actually is. You know what I mean? But you're going to have to unga bunga your way into your power. Into your power. so that you can call judgment and then let God be God on what you feel like you've been fighting or what you feel is fighting against you. Okay? Now, when it comes to your intuition, your foresight, your dreams, things like that, that sixth sense, you know, when it comes to things like that, you have always been really open, you know. Aries energy, I feel, because you represent that Fool, you'll stop mid-sentence. You know, you don't have a problem with that. You'll stop mid-sentence and switch your whole approach. And that's the beauty of that Fool energy. It gives you that ability. You'll be in the middle of doing something and realize, wait a minute, what am I doing? You'll stop and switch your whole approach. When that comes up, do it. Don't second guess it. Even if you're doing something new, if it feels off, it probably is. You know that. Okay? Whew, all right, I'm going to leave this one here, Aries. Y'all tearing my face up. I hope it helps. Now, if in the event you say, Green Eyes, I don't know what this is. This is not my life. I'm okay with that. Check your moon. Check your rising. Don't take the energy if it's not yours. Leave it here for someone else, okay? Thumbs up, subscribe. Make sure you guys are notified of future readings. It's free, and it does support the channel. If any event you're looking for a personal appointment, I respond to email requests only. My email is perfectlyimperfecttarot@gmail.com. Guys, if you do like what you get here, if it helps you, feeds you, even if you're simply entertained, but you come looking for these videos, please sow where you come to eat. I eat off of what you sow, okay? Donation information is below the video. There's also links for CashApp and PayPal for your convenience. In advance, thank you. Other than that, remember, we are all perfectly imperfect. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.